Another sourdough. No recipe this time. Oh, gee, I did that last time. Anyway, I'm going to sieve the wholemeal spelt flour. Probably about half the packet. And the secret ingredients. Alright. And then we're going to add, which I thought I was wrong about last time, but apparently I wasn't. It was pretty spot on. What's this? 1/4 teaspoon heaped and salt. The secret ingredients are what's going to allow it to rise. Oh, look at that, the wholemeal flour doesn't want to go through the sieve. That's better. Alright, let's do that again. Here we go again. Sieve number 2. In goes Kiefer with blueberries and raspberries that I blended up, and I also put some secret ingredient, plural, into that as well, because the Kiefer really seems to like eating it and producing a lot of gas. Anyway, so that goes in there. I don't know how much that was. Probably, I don't know. I think these were 1 kilo yogurt tubs, so it seems to be that would have been about half a kilo, probably. Anyway, all right. It's pretty wet, but hey. So the yeasts are in the Kiefer, the sugars are in, well, the flour and the special secret ingredients. I'm imagining I'll do a knockback before I go to bed and let it prove overnight. Because if I did the 12-hour thing again, there you go. Voila. So if I did the 12-hour thing again, it's going to be ready, you know, at 3 AM, and I'm certainly not going to be doing it then. All I'll do is pop a wet tea towel over that and I'll stick it in my hot water cupboard, but I'm going to wash my hands. There's my hot water cylinder, a couple of containers drying out, vacuum, and that can go in there. Is it? Oh, look at that. About 32 degrees. It's yeah, whatever time it is. I'll clean this up and check it out when it's done. I'll have a look at that about 9 o'clock tonight. See if it needs a knockback or if I'm just going to leave it. I'm obviously going to bake it in the morning. And thanks for watching. Let's just see how this all works out for the second time. Well, it is. It's 7.5 hours later, 11:15 PM. I'm just preparing the tin for baking. Grease it with a bit of coconut oil. Put a little bit of flour on it. Not heaps, just enough, just to keep it happy. You want it to have a little bit of grip up the sides, and then I'll grab that out and knock it back. All right. Let's check this out and see what we got. It's pretty good. Doubled in size. I'm happy with that. Alright, the consistency's way better than the one I did the other day. Yeah, it's a lot smaller dough than I did the other day, but it feels better. So, you know, it's not gluing itself to my bench top. And I can actually need this way better than the other one. That's a pretty good dough. Here we go. So I'll get some blueberries. And there's a lot of blueberry juice, but I'll try and keep that out. I mean, obviously. But it should add to feeding the yeast as well. So just turn them in like that. Yeah, turn them in like that, roll that up, and give it a bit of a... Well, anyway, I'm calling that it. There is my second knockback of my wholemeal spelt Kiefer sourdough with blueberry. That's what I got. I'll cover it up, put it in there, check it out in the morning. I'll actually shift this Kiefer out of here up to there where my kombucha's just putting away under there, because that's a little bit cooler and no doubt a bit better on the Kiefer. Anyway, let's see how that works out in the morning. Yeah, so I'll tell you what's going to happen is my hot water cylinder is going to start heating itself up because it's on an off-peak tariff, so it's going to start soon. So it'll get quite warm in there through the night, on into the morning, being almost the morning anyhow. And yeah, we'll see what it's looking like at 6 or 7 a.m. when I get up. The oven is hot, steam bath prepared. Here's our risen sourdough. 11 hours later. So I gave it a reasonable proof. Could probably go a bit longer, but anyway, it's got the blueberries in it, so it's probably going to need a little bit more baking time. So I'm going to shoot for 50 minutes for this, and at about 30 minutes I'm going to pull that steam bath out because the last one was a little bit soft on the base. I don't have a bottom heat element in the oven. I'm using the convection oven, which doesn't stir the air around with a fan. And yeah, let's see how that works out. All right, time is up. I took the steam bath out. Oh, I forgot that oven does that. It's very moist in there. Looks great. Smells great. Sounds great. Possibly is great. There you go. Ta-da! I'll put it onto the cooling tray rack, whatever that thing's called. Oh, look at that. It's loose already. Base looks good. That looks great. It smells real nice. Oh, it does. There you go. So that's been made within what? When did I start that? Yesterday afternoon, 4 o'clock. So once again, I proved it a little bit longer, but you know, when I got out of bed this morning and had a look at it, it was no different to after I left it for an hour and a half. So it had probably reached its limits. Maybe make the next one a little bit wetter to get a little bit more rise. But anyway, I'll check this out and see what's happening as it cools down a little bit and go from there. Let's cut it and have a look. that's what I got. Blueberry on the knife, that's good. Looks good. It's definitely cooked. It's got one real good crust on it. It's beautiful. It's really sour. It'll be interesting to see what it's like when it's had time to cool down properly. I like the other bread better from the texture wise. So that's got to do with the moisture level, I'd say. I had to give half of the last one away to my sister because I don't just want to be eating these all of the time. Though, if I got and put it in the freezer, probably cut it up and portion it out first. That might be a worthwhile way of doing it because, honestly, it's very easy to do. I'm making the kefir all the time. I've got my next lot of kefir ready to go there anyhow, so I'll probably just keep This is really, really nice. It's had a bit more cooling time, so that's changed the flavours a lot. It's really, really good. It's a lot denser than the other one, but I also forgot that this one's got the wholemeal spelt flour in it, whereas the other one was the white spelt. So there you go. It's actually really, really beautiful, that bread, and done in a day. Fantastic. Anyway, take care. Have a good one.